Hello people, Libluini here. Back with Fountain, Minnesota, the god of Xibalba. We are now spring in the year 4 of the Ascension Wars, and our war to the death with Agatha continues. We got some more sea trolls to troll the enemy and a dire portent. The people of Agatha are truly blessed amongst the peoples of the world. Grouchy old hole dwellers. The Bull of the Storms has summoned a global spell that makes it easier to recruit. By upgrading, I think, resource points and what's the other thing? Recruitment points and stuff. So it won't affect the number of Earth Elementals, those are magic based, but everything else eats a lot of resources in Agatha, so that's good news for them. We also managed to finally get our god back, and while his Dominion strength got hit in the process, at least we have him back now, and he didn't lose any magic paths, which is good news, because this means he is still our nuclear battery for the future. He still has 5-6. Of course, he's also back in the capital for now. Anything useful I could give him right now? Yeah, Waterland spell, right? Yeah, sadly Lost Land is an Earth spell for some reason. So that doesn't actually help us much. Can't wear any boots. He can't wear anything of this shit. But we could give him more magic resistance, I suppose. But since Fountain of Minnesota has lots of research powers, it's also better to do this first. And my mages are all back here, my anti-undead mages. So now I can put them to research. And Ashbeat here can forge a Crown of Lead. So Fountain Minnesota gets some more magic resistance, since there are not many sources of that available. Oh, I forgot this guy for some reason. Hey, he has nature. Has he something else he can run? Like the Dragon Crown. And more protection. And he's a Dragon Master, but there's only worth if he to summon anything that's dragon-like, and the game is kind of fiddly. Some obviously dragon-like creatures are, like the game goes, nah, doesn't count. And some lowly drakes you don't really need more of, those count. That's Dominion's logic for you. Let's see, I could give him a second crown. Forest Survival, Vineman, yeah. I might be waiting. Crown of Bones, yeah, but I'll probably wait until I have Construction 7 to see if there's a better crown. And the only thing he can carry are, of course, additional items on the side, and we can't forge Earth Boosters, I don't think. They're either 7... Oh yeah, I remember, the Earth Booster that's in Miscellaneous item is Earth plus Astral. Or maybe Glamour since Dominion 6. I don't know. I had to look it up, but anyway, we have neither of those paths. Neither Glamour nor Astral, so the only way we could get is if we boost someone up one level. Which we could, we have some Astral. And soon we'll have enough Glamour Gems to give someone a path in Glamour Magic too. And of course it's kind of risky. Well, okay, let's continue. We're also keeping on forging Earth Boots here. 2 per turn until further notice. Which, wait a minute, I can now add someone else here who has level 2. Monthly forging. Now we have 3 boots per turn. Magic item treasury. Yeah, we have 3 boots because there was one left over last time, so I can get our Frogmeister here, a 4th level in Earth Magic. So now I can even do some other spells on the side. So let's put all those weirdos to research now that they're not having to call for our god anymore. Beatra, same thing really. All those mages here can now go back to research until I need them. Mu is now under siege. And while it doesn't look good, we actually stuffed enough shit inside here that Agatha now needs at least 4 turns, maybe 5, to get through here. And since we are an asshole and still have lots of water gems, I will continue to get the biggest jerks in here I can. A sea serpent. Yeah, the problem is it's alone. And sea trolls we get at least 10. Probably... no, he has level 3. But hey, I can summon 20 now. That's also helpful. Every little bit helps. Yeah, that didn't work. Maybe I should get a new mouse. So. These... oh. Okay, I was preparing to just sacrifice this stupid castle here. But maybe I can send a safe army here now. I completely forgot that I had 3 of these guys, so that's 30 trolls. And since they are big beefy units, I make a better 2 of them. And then the last units I recruited here. Oops. Sometimes the game interprets my clicks oddly, I suppose. We're now up to 269 siege defense, siege strength. I guess siege defense is calculated slightly differently. So now we have lots and lots of lines of sacrifices to keep our mages safe enough to maybe get out a victory. Oh, now that's strange. The entire time I thought Magic 2 wouldn't... oh wait. No, yeah, so they are now up from 9 to 11, so I was right. Magic 2 does work if it's someone else's dominion. Or does it only work now because it's Agatha's dominion and Agatha is now in control of the outside territory? Ah, yes, dominions. It's kind of fun interactions here. Now Magic 1 has creeped over here. Here there is still Drain. Yes, Drain now works. It's now down to 8 for our mages here. So let's look here. We have Drain 1. And here it's still 9. So I'm guessing it's Drain is enemy dominion, and it only works if enemy dominion is actually in that province. So I'm guessing in case of Mu, the positive shit works because Agatha is now in control here, having set up in front of the army. Too bad we don't have any flyers. Well, now my mages, my priests can preach, I guess. The others are back to this shit, and let's look at the numbers. So I'm losing about 90 points per turn. So if those size 6 fuckers are strong enough to neutralize one of the earth elementals, or thanks to the bonus, 1/2 of the shard guys, that means something like 15 to 20 more next time. One ordinary unit is half a point. So yeah, that explains. So in essence, our loads of tiny frogs, you have to halve their numbers to get the number of points, and these guys are size 4, and I have no idea where that falls. I'm guessing it's still half a point. These guys are size 6 and should add 1 full point. So while we have 128 units here, most of them are only applying half of their count. So these guys should be something like 45 units. So we have a siege defense of something like 65, if I'm calculating this right. And our siege strength is actually fairly big, but in defense I guess it doesn't count as much. We should have double regeneration underwater at least. Let's see how the numbers look next turn with 30 more trolls added to the defenders. Yeah, you guys can also now preach while I'm thinking about things. Petra at least can actually get flyers. Which of course will only matter if my enemy is actually getting out of the water. Oh, we have a second leader here. Perfect. Yeah, because I recruited him. Oh. I'm bad at this sometimes. Ha! Get it? I'm bad at this. Yeah, sorry, I stop. So while this small army is growing its numbers over here, let's get over here. I still haven't gotten anyone, right? This guy is still inside. And Andoria, we had a battle between Pythium and Pyrene. This time the mighty Emerald Knights and a giant chunk of griffins did the trick and killed them dead. I guess he should have brought more of those Hastatus. I have this chunk of guys. And on the other side, yeah, that's a full-blown army. Plus Vine Ogres. I guess someone thought about, hey, Asphodel is in on this shit. And I want it too. No, Vine Ogres don't have all the superpowers the beasties of Asphodel have. But if they manage to hit you with their big planty fists, you will get sad anyway. All that plant and wood even makes for some minor protection, so they aren't taking full damage each time you manage to get across their resistances. Oh wow, while I was talking the griffins killed everyone. Yeah, those are good too. Can I have a good hit in, and because they have 3 attacks, this is already enough. Because 1 or 2 good hits kills most units. So if they land on you and manage to get first strike in, it's not much your defenders can do except have superior stats, which these didn't. They were just jewels. Yeah, defense skill 10 against attack skill 14, those guys were a host. Every single hit was enough to kill them, and I guess it did happen. Wiped out in one fell swoop of the wings. Then we have our guys here arriving. Funnily enough, it's the smaller army, because the bigger one has marched off again to sights unseen. And sadly our scout didn't manage to get through, so we are still running blind. And terrain change. Oh, that's the first. I think I haven't ever saw this before in a Dominion 6 game. Yeah, so plains and rivers has turned into farmland and river, which at first seems good because it's raising our income. As you may notice, there is a lot of forest on the other side, some of which uses a different graphic because it wasn't there in the first place. So you can imagine what happens now, because at growth 5, those 2 provinces will continue to change. Akajab will soon become farmland too, and farmland will then slowly turn into forest, which that means, well, yeah, more money was nice and all, but as soon as they turn into forests, we will get more resources out of this shit, which then will go into Xibalba. Iskepner, of course, we are still trying to root out the enemy prophet sitting here. So sadly, this farmland will stay a high-income province without much in terms of resources. But hey, maybe I can recruit at least some shit here in the future. And those fuckers finally stop annoying me, so Israeli started recruiting buff weirdos here and get some more flyers in. So, how many flyers do we have here? Leaders, I mean, flying leaders. Oh, only the one. Oh, okay, I continue recruiting them. No idea what's going on here, of course, with this shit. I'm guessing some of these will probably die. Oh, only 2 deceased. But whatever it is slower than I remember from Dominions 5 and 4 at least. So now I wanted to send one of my white mages over there. Do I have so? Ah, yes, yes. Oh, I keep forgetting I wanted to take this skull staff off my normal mage here. And then, yeah, okay, while you're here you can go back to research. And then let's see, which one is the most useless here? Yeah, okay, do we have someone? Of course. Which of you is... Do we really have no level 2 death mage? That's kind of funny. This one would be a nice enough fucker, but... You know what? I have 30 gems, and this guy at least isn't as insanely big as the others. So let's twice spawn him too. And since he's now getting twice spawned, I can give him the staff. So now we have our level 3 deathmage, our second one. The other one is only level 2, so let's fuck it, he is a water mage. The other one will turn into white mage in due course, so that's enough. So, we need of course level 2 guys. So you get second pair of boots, so we have a new shatter mage. And we're getting more ahas here. Oh man, do you have... Oh, I have, yes. You get another one. So now I have another shatter mage. And you can step over here, please. Recruitment continues. As long as I don't have to use mages, we get 2 more shatter mages per turn. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So around 12. Still not enough. Of course I have these guys here and I probably have to unify those armies. All those flyers will stay on the ground probably. So let's... Oh wow, I already don't have anything anymore. The next turn I will get 3. Let's see, how many do I need? 1, 2, 3, 4... Maybe 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9. 9 plus those are 11. But in 2 turns at the latest I need to be ready. So let's see, which of you fuckers need some... can do some more forging for me. All of those are of course high research mages. Fucking hell. Research 14, so I guess... Fuck, and he's of course only... okay. Of course, now I realize I have a really stupid idea here. I can do the self-replicating shoe trick. So anyway, who is wearing more boots here? Okay, I have to take account that I also have gem troubles. So now I'm doing something funny. See those? Yeah, they're getting boots now. So and now I have, as if by magic, 3 new casters who can forge more boots. And instead of completely dumpstering my research, I'm only losing some minor points. So let's do this. Now I should have 6 pair of boots next turn. And then maybe 12 pairs of boots, and then I'll have to be sure that my preparations are enough to at least destroy one of those armies. And hey, since he has warded the other army off, I'm kind of lucky. I'm guessing my disastrous attempt to climb on land has convinced him that I'm absolutely zero threat for him. Which, okay, this means since he is busy going elsewhere, I actually now get the chance of fucking him over. And to make sure I'm not getting surprised myself, I'm trying to send my frogs along the way. It's probably even safer, just so he doesn't suddenly stumble into my assassins. Of course, we have a little bit of bad luck again, because Agatha's leaders are big beefy mage units who can defend themselves. So our tiny frog assassins can't really do much against them without being geared up as fuck. Can we even give them some gear? I know there is some kind of shit that gives you the ability to be suddenly blessed. So at least they could get that out of us. I can't find it right now. I'll look it up in between. We have other problems now. Gearing up assassins is a task that takes some time. So... oh yeah, of course. Why not? So Frozen Heart against the Shard Whites and... wait, are there Shard Whites or Shard Knights? Shard Guards, neither, so they are still alive. Good, so that means they are a good hit. Can tank two hits from Frozen Heart and then they'll go down. Defenders of the Halls, they're all still alive too. But they also have less protection and everything. Attack skill is 9, that's not much. They're probably only protecting this Oracle here. As you can see, with this size and well, defense stats and attack skills are kind of low, so maybe our froggies could actually get to him if they manage to interrupt his casting before he can do something. So that's something we should contemplate. In fact, wait a minute. He has no protection against poison, huh? So with attack skill 8, if we are fast enough, we might actually get him. So let's fuck it. Let's try if we can cut this short, maybe. Because if this army is left without leaders, we can just destroy it without risking our tons and tons of mages. Yeah, I mean, if there's only one commander, we'll still make a beeline for him. So let's put them up close here. Yeah, their combat speed is of course slow. So I guess it's... I'm hoping here that he isn't summoning shit, but instead scripted to do some long-range buffing spells. But of course he could also start casting stuff like Blade Wind, which the AI loves. And then it's on our protection to survive enough hits to get close, I guess. Probably I should have some gear for my assassins, now that I think about it. I should at least get a helmet or something. A cold resistance would probably be for the best, since they are kind of incredibly vulnerable against someone who can use both earth and sometimes it's a bit chilly with undead and some shit. Water breathing, I don't need this actually. Invulnerability. No, this is kind of funny. It of course reduces their protection a lot, but it makes so most lesser hits can't actually hit them. But of course, against a mage, you have to take magic damage into account. The question now remains... Wait, nope. Wrong shortcut. We now hit alteration next turn, and since our mages are mostly busy researching for now, we actually have some usable speed. So let's hope the next 2 or 3 turns are helpful, because as soon as we deploy most of our mages in combat mode, this will change again. So what the fuck did I want to look up? I'm the worst sometimes. Can't fucking remember. Oh, no. Yeah, I remember now. Blade Wind. So we're getting 50 attacks of slash damage, iron attack. But I don't think it counts as magic damage. Do I have... Oh, I gave all my nature gems away. How much do this lion pelt thing need? We need 3 and 2. It's okay. But it has some protection. Magic. Fascinating. Then we take some other guy here. And see what he can do. Blue Dragon Scale Mail. That is useful. So I'm giving the Blue Dragon Scale Mail another frog there. Now it would be nice to have some kind of helmet, I suppose. Since I don't have... Oh, horror helmets. Well, those are good protection, but they're also expensive as fuck. Well, I wanted to spend my dev gems on research items, but since my mages are currently sitting there... So let's make one of those for 1 frog. And another helmet. Another attack. Why not? Adding a second attack, so 1 frog will be a bit more offensive. Oh, fuck, yeah. He gets nature gems, right? 5. So, I guess I sacrifice some of my astral, right? Fuck, I don't have astral. Oh, I have 41. Fucking hell. Oh, that's some down the drain. No. Huh. And I guess next turn I have to think about recruiting frogs now. Well, I can recruit less horse brothers, I suppose, since I can't take them with me into the ocean. So lots of forging and preparation right now. And luckily the enemy doesn't have enough shit to immediately crack open my nice little underwater castle. So from next turn forwards, I will know how long I can wait until shit happens. Beatra should be safe for now. Yeah, okay. They can't recruit any frogs here. But since I can recruit bats here, I'll probably do another change in Xibalba here. So how many? The assassin is 160, that's a lot of gold. So let's see if we can gear up 1 or 2 of those. Stealth is Assassin 1, Dark Vision 50. Stealth 65, so they are hard to detect. They have poison darts. Not that this will be seeing much use against someone who doesn't have paralyzing poison. Could be useful, of course. Let's see if I alter my scripting next turn. then we wanted to see some of those... Oh, we're already running out. So then let's add some bats to the party. So then let's recruit 2 of those and then maybe go back to some mages or something. So preparations are a go. Next turn and the turn after we'll add a shitload of casters who can use Shatter. And since we already have tons and tons of water mages and water gems, I will then use at least half of my water gems to spit out as many water elementals as we can, to really make sure that those earth elementals aren't climbing away from us. We're also at 600 still, alteration 6, then we go to conjuration. Yeah, we're probably reaching conjuration 6 about the moment where my armies all have to start walking. Probably have to relay mostly on Shatter instead of the big water elemental summoning spells of conjuration 7. But let's see, because if I can slowly stop this siege from progressing fast enough, we might not even need it, because sieges are sometimes so long that you stop looking each turn what your guys are doing. And if we pull this off right, I mean, our friends here didn't even take Whitegrave back. Not that we aren't getting the income of 4, because this army is sitting in between. And we're losing this income too. But we are still... Oh, no. We're not getting them. So no one is getting those games right now. Well, at least Agatha isn't getting them. Small victories for us. So sooner or later the second army should show up to retake those provinces for Agatha. But if we manage to pull this off, we might get some extra turns. Of course, as soon as the second army shows up, there will be subtracting twice the amount of points per turn. And then we are in shit creek, because losing this big army inside here will hurt. Even if we could make them all cost Shatter if we wanted to add even more losses on top. So the main big deal is now to get some assassins, because those could actually pull out the thing out of the magic item out of the fire, if we are getting lucky with the amount of bodyguards showing up to the party. Yeah, these are probably his bodyguards. Well, their attack skills are terrible, and while they're also good in our defense, then our assassins can't do much against them, if there are too many. If I give my assassins some kind of potent poison weapon, I might manage to take them out anyway. The first 2 assassins are, of course, just the bare minimum frogs here. But at least I want to see what the mages are doing, to see how useful frogs against them would even be. Yeah, and that's it for this turn. Our counter-offensive is slowly taking shape. We got Fountain Minnesota back into the fold without losing magic paths. And now we are back on. Now let's conduct this war, and I think if I manage to push them out from under us, well, let's hope for the best. Of course, there is still this going on. Yeah, we are not moving fast enough. Now if I going down there, Asphodel will just accidentally kill all of my troops and then dare me to do anything about it. So no, we have to take the loss here, because Agatha is far too strong to do anything here. So Troll Land, yeah. Abizia is gone at this point. And thanks to Agatha interfering with our plans, we couldn't do jack shit about this. And Asphodel has gotten that much stronger thanks to his ally, which should be me, but again, this is a game where everyone fights everyone except Asphodel. because Asphodel is already too strong and it would need a concerted effort of every single player to take him down. And apparently no one wants this. So instead we are all trying our best to take thrones and win the game by points. Agatha, for example, is getting there now too, with 2, 4, 5 points. Well, okay. Asphodel has 2, 4, 6 points. It's close, and then there is Marignon, surprisingly, with 4 points. Pretium has 4 points too. And of course, we with our stupid, expensive throne of bureaucracy have 2 points. And no chance to get any thrones through normal means. Our only way to get thrones would be to defeat Agatha, because they have some thrones. There's also this throne here with Spring Hawks. Yeah, we don't really have any kind of shock resistance, so that's painful. But on the other hand, if Agatha manages to take out these thrones and get some losses in turn back, we might be even in a better position if Pretium or Marignon isn't pushing them off their throne immediately. But that's for the future to decide. Right now we are doing tons of summoning and researching. And of course I can't summon those big assholes indefinitely, so let's see what 30 more trolls can do for our side. Found Minnesota signing out.